Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you Geminis for January 2017. So it's for you my lovely Gemini, and it's for January 2017. This is going to be the time when everything is going to fall back into where it should fall back. This is the time when everything should fall back into places and it's all going to make sense. After the first 10 days, at around the 10th day of January, okay, I have to say that there is a certain amount of money, and I have seen this before. This has been going on around quite a lot for January for certain signs actually, and that it's the certain amount of money, guys, that you're actually going to get hold of. Some money is going to come to you, and about that particular money that is going to come back to you, it could be something that you know about, or it could be something that is just going to be completely surprise you. I actually think it's more going to surprise you than anything else, but it is not only about that substantial amount of money that you're gonna get, that amount of money that is going to come through you. It could also be the sign that you could also hear the news that you are going to get hold of some kind of money. So you're either going to get it, or either you're going to become aware of it and you're going to absolutely love it. Guys, you have also been through quite a lot. You have been like a little bit like just about everywhere. It's almost as if you couldn't find your own peace, almost as if you couldn't find your own self. Like lots of you were like starting jobs, for example, and then keep on changing jobs, or lots of you started jobs, like started careers, and then you were like completely unsure about, is this what you really want to do? You just couldn't find your peace. And this was going on throughout 2016. It's just part of this energies throughout 2016 that have been affecting every single one of us in a different way. And when it comes to you guys, like maybe it was like more on like decision making, big life decision making was like completely affected by it, because you couldn't get a clear picture, you couldn't see the clear picture about your past and present, and let alone about the future, okay? And especially we need to feel in a certain way, we need to be energized in a certain way in order to be able to connect to our present and future, and in order to be able to connect to what we really want to do in life, okay? Because once we connect, once we feel connected, once we feel centered, okay, and connected and grounded, you see, it's very important. Just then we get all our energies right, and just then we can make the best possible decisions in our lives, okay? So this is why the January also, guys, I'm saying this, and I said this few times, the 2016 in general has been one bizarre year. You know this for sure. Everybody knows it. So now 2017 is just going to be ridiculously important. It's going to be ridiculously powerful. Look at this, 2017. It even has got that amazing number 7 at the end. Number 7 is such a good number. Number 7 is such a spiritual number. Number 7 is such a powerful number. Number 7 is the very extremely powerful and extremely amazing number when it comes to actually our own spirituality, when it comes to us being connected to our own spirituality. It's a very important, okay? So that's why I'm just trying to say that now we are on an entry into 2017. January is going to be very important months for you guys, because this is going to be the time of changes. This is going to be a life-changing time for you guys, okay? Life-changing. And I will explain, I will collaborate, okay? So I did mention already, when it comes to work, that lots of you actually couldn't find yourself like in any job or in any work, or you would start work or you start a job, and very quickly you would just kind of drift away. You would realize that's not for you. This was all part of the these very low and negative energies that were going throughout 2016 that was kind of preventing you from feeling yourself. It was these energies were preventing you from being grounded. And when we don't feel grounded, as I said, we're literally floating and we don't necessarily make the best possible decisions. Now guys, prepare for the whole new world. Now guys, prepare for the whole new dimension. You will see exactly what I mean, because you will be able to see this, you will be able to feel this, you will be able to feel these changes, you will be able to feel these energies, okay? Okay, so especially at around the mid part of January 2017, this is when you're gonna start feeling extremely powerful and extremely energized and extremely energetic, okay? But when it comes to the first part of January, you see, this is the time when there is a very important news going to come to those of you that are actually waiting to get a job, for those of you that are waiting for a particular job, for those of you that are waiting for like a really good job. I'm not talking about any kind of job. I'm not talking about any type of job. I'm talking about a job. I'm talking about a career. Something that is going to be literally life-changing is going to be on its way to you. It is already going to start happening at the beginning of January 2017. We are now beginning of January 2017. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be made, you know, you're gonna be let know, you know, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be made aware. That's the word, yeah, that's right. Doesn't mean that you're gonna be made aware right at the beginning of January 2017, okay? You could be, but it is more likely going to be like roughly at around the end of January 2017 when this particular very important job, very important career is going to manifest. This is very important. Whether you are happy in your job, whether you are happy in your current career, the end of January 2017, it is going to have an amazing impact, because there is going to be a certain career, certain job going to be presented to you that is going to be absolutely life-changing. Whether you're working, whether you're not, whether you want to change your careers or whether you're not, there is still going to be a very interesting challenge, interesting change presented to you. And that particular challenge that is going to be presented to you, it's going to come in the form of a new job, new career. And why do I say challenge? Because it is going to be something completely different to what you've done before, something completely different, something that you wouldn't have a normally confidence or courage to do it before, but because 2017 is full of energies that are going to kind of pick you up and just open your eyes and push you towards new beginnings. That's why this is going to be something very life-changing, and this is going to start happening right at the end of January 2017. So if you do not want to leave your job, if you don't want to leave your career, if you're completely happy with your career, this could also mean that January 2017, it is going to be the time when you're going to completely step up in your career. You're going to end up with more responsibilities, you're going to end up with more things to do, and it's going to be in general very powerful time, because you're going to feel very good about it, and you're going to be, you know, dealing with things one thing after another, and in general it is going to be a very busy time. But it's not only about being a busy time, it's just about you feeling really good about yourself, you getting all these energies back, you getting all this power back. It's all connected, and it is all going to be very significant. Going back to the mid part of January 2017, you see, I don't know, it's like it is also very important time when it comes to you guys trying to work really hard without getting noticed, you know. This is mid-January, it's going to be extremely important for those of you that haven't been noticed like in a long time, for those of you that have been working really hard and nothing came out of it, like no extra money, money, no recognition, no, you know, like a step up offer in the career or anything like that. The mid-January, you see, it's going to be very important because this is the time when you are finally going to be noticed. This is the time when you're finally going to be noticed, and it is going to have an amazing effect on your self-esteem, an amazing effect on your self-esteem, and you're gonna absolutely love it. You're also mid-January, towards the end of January, you see, I can see the like a financial success and financial rewards. So if you have been waiting for this particular financial reward through your work, whether you work for the company, whether you work for somebody else, whether you work for yourself, whether you're self-employed, it doesn't matter. It all boils down to the same thing. It boils down to the fact that by the end of January 2017, you will enjoy the financial success. You will enjoy the financial rewards that are going to come through your work and through your success. So if you don't want to change your career, as I said, there is something going to be presented to you and you will want to change your career. But if you don't really want to change your career, want to stay where you are, you're most certainly going to be absolutely feeling ecstatic about it, because this is going to be the time when finally not only you will get noticed, but finally financially there is going to be an amazing reward, which is going to make you feel very good about yourself, and it's going to give you that self-confidence back, that self-esteem back that was lacking for a while, and it was lacking because of the negative energies that were going throughout 2016 year in general. So it's very good. Also, what I was going to say, that you see, what I was going to say is that for those of you that are in relationship, you see, for those of you that are in relationship, your partner, husband, wife, whoever they are, okay, that particular person is going to, your partner, husband, wife is going to have a very good news about their career. Your partner is going to have a very good news about their career, okay? And if you're retired and your partner is not working anymore, your partner is also going to have a very good news about something financial that your partner was waiting for a really long time. The end of January is going to be very powerful time, because at around the end of January there is going to be an amazing sorry, if your partner is working, success, an offer. Your partner is going to have an amazing offer which is going to lead your partner and push your partner towards like the biggest success of their life, honestly. And if your partner is retired, as I said, and your partner is not working, it is still going to be a particular success that is going to come, a particular financial reward. Is to do with the finances, is to do with the success. So it is going to be a financial reward that is going to manifest in your partner's life, and I think that this is going to be very challenging time, because after that point I can see you and your partner are going to make a major decision about your life, which is going to be life-changing, and it's going to be really good, and it's something that's going to change everything, and above all, it's something that you wanted to do for a really long time. That is going to happen through your partner with that great news, okay? And even for those of you, the January is just like, this is one crazy month, honestly. For those of you that are not in relationship, for those of you that are looking for someone, you see there is oh God, there is somebody going to manifest from in between the mid-January towards the end of January. There is someone going to manifest, okay, in your life, and that particular person, it's going to be somebody who you know from before. So I shouldn't really say manifest, or maybe I should, it doesn't really matter. Somebody is going to appear in your life, but that particular person you know from before, and you were flirting with that person before, okay? That particular person is going to kind of come back into your life, and that you are going to start having a relationship with that person, okay? And it is going to be very, very interesting time, because this is going to be something special, and this is also going to be something that is going to be long lasting, and something that is going to have an amazing impact on your both lives in general. If you haven't if that person you haven't met before, for example, and you haven't how could you flirt with that person? You haven't met them. Could also mean that you will meet somebody at the end of January, around the end of January 2017, who you're going to be flirting a lot for a while, for quite a long time, and then after long flirtation, you're going to kind of get together. However, it is going to be very, very sweet combination. However, it is going to be very, very interesting and very powerful combination that is going to have, as I said, an amazing impact on you guys, on both of you. It is just someone that is going to stay there for a while. Not only life-changing, but somebody who is going to have absolutely an amazing impact on your life. Okay? And also, what I was going to say, there could also be, for those of you that are waiting for the certain court case, okay, for those of you that are waiting for the certain court case, whether it's going to be in your favor or not, this is also, throughout January, it's very enhanced. Throughout January, it's very enhanced, but I think it's like a really, very much so from the mid-January, again, towards the end of January, but very, very, very strongly at the end of January, I'm seeing that there is if you're waiting for the court case or anything like that, expect it to be in your favor, okay? Especially if you're waiting for something monetary, or if you're waiting for something financial to come, you know, to your, it will most certainly work in your favor. And as I said, I can see this very strongly at around the end of January 2017, okay? And also I can see, I just need you to be very careful, because also when it comes to you and there might be like a little conflict. You might have a little conflict with somebody at work, okay? So I just need you to be like a little bit careful, you know. There will also be another person that I don't think that you should trust to, and that person will be around very strongly throughout January, but very, very strongly that person will kind of be their power, if I can say that, will be enhanced at the end of January 2017, but that person will also be the part of February 2017. So I just need you to be very careful. Like, for example, if you're not working, if you're retired, it's wherever you spend your time. If you're going to have a certain classes, or where you go to spend time with people, where you go to meet people, just be careful. And my advice would be that there is also going to be somebody that I don't think you should trust. Be a little bit careful. Somebody will be a little bit jealous of you for some reason. It's just like a little bit ridiculous, but what can you do? And all I can say to you, when people are very negative, when people are very jealous, it's such a negative emotion. It's a negative energy, and it's never good. Just think positive, be happy for everyone. And that particular person is very miserable. It's somebody with a lighter hair, a slightly lighter hair, light brown or light hair, a male person, a slightly older person, I mean slightly older person. I didn't mean to say slightly older person. I think it's somebody, it could be anybody 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 plus, you see, not too young, okay? So that particular person, my advice would be, because they're jealous and they're surrounded with this little bit of negative energy, okay, that particular person is actually what I can advise you, it's just keep things to yourself. Anything big or any big project, any projects or anything personal, just keep it to yourself throughout January 2017. That's all what you need to do, basically. Because if this person is at work, like where you know, especially when it comes to your career and things like that, just be careful. Just keep certain things to yourself, to keep certain informations to yourself. Don't be too, you know, don't talk too much about your next project. perfect, so just keep certain things to yourself, because this particular person will try to steal something from you, especially when it comes to your ideas, especially when it comes to your career, and especially when it comes to your success. So just be like a little bit person, okay? But you're also, it's very important that I can see you getting an advice from an older male person about it, and that advice is going to be really great advice as well. I can see you talking to someone very wise, to someone very different, to someone very very different and extremely wise person you're going to be talking to at around this point, and you're going to get like a really good news when it comes to this this particular person. And all I can say to you is just keep certain things to yourself, be positive, be very open-minded, and it's going to be absolutely fine. So when it comes to your health, I can see that January 2017, the only thing that I can say, in general, it's going to be good. In general, your health is going to be very positive. You're going to start improving because you're going to start feeling so much better about yourself. But what would I suggest to you, really, to maybe get like a cornelian bracelet. You see, cornelian, very important and very powerful, and especially when it comes to us having cold, being prone to flus and things like that. So the only thing that I can see here, that you guys are going to be like kind of having flu, and you're going to be prone to colds and flu, but this is just nothing unusual for this time of the year. But that's the only thing that I can actually see, is that you might have a little bit like a lower immune system. So that's what I would suggest, something like carnelian. And carnelian is very important when it comes to helping us to go over colds, or helping us to not to get as much cold or flu as we could. You see, it's making us to actually heal much quicker and to be persistent to colds and flu. And also, if you didn't get black tourmaline, maybe you can get like a little pendant, or you can get like a black tourmaline in a block like this. You see, it's very important, you see. And the pendant, you see, it's like that, like a little pendant, you see. Very important black tourmaline is. I just wrote a post somewhere on Facebook or somewhere the other day, and I just say how important black tourmaline is to basically just protect us from all sorts of negative energies, okay? Whether it's directed towards us intentionally or non-intentionally. You see, especially when it comes to this person here, you see that you're gonna have to really be careful about. You see, this is why black tourmaline is very important, because it just blocks and it stops these negative energies from entering our personal shield, okay? Very important to have a black tourmaline in these situations. However, the January 2017, it is going to be some start of something very special. It is going to be start of something very different, guys. You're going to start feeling life again. You're going to start feeling yourself again, and you're going to start seeing certain things about your past, present, and most importantly, future. And this is all going to be triggered with these amazing energies that are going to be going throughout the actual 2017, which is going to be one incredible year. And when it comes to you guys, this is just the start of your own personal success, start of the things that you're going to realize and see about your future that are going to be absolutely life-changing. It is all going to start making sense. Honestly, trust me. Okay, guys, I have to ask, you haven't done already, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.